Hello there, Waba Giant. I waited and did my nails and everything waiting for you. I'm going to show the general world my nails. I did all these random nails. I like to go to the dollar store. I like to grab nails whenever I go to the dollar store and then put them on bizarrely. It's just fun to be weird or different. But hello, Waba Giant. I knew you were gonna try to tap in and find me. So I sat here and waited. Why? Because I knew you'd be late. But that was okay. The ambulance, took a little while to sit here and wait for it too. So hello, Waba Giant. Are you wondering why the Palm Springs location didn't work out better? Bad employees. Are you wondering anything about the La Quinta, or no, the Indio location? The employees. You can't put that on the survey. I did the mystery shopping, but you can't put that in your mystery shopping that your employees they're not good or fun, so nobody wants to go there. Part of eating is enjoyable happiness. I went into this Waba where I tried your brand new big, huge plates. And by the way, these big, huge plates are really big and huge and fun. That's a lot of food. It was really fun. But I went into this place and they were just, I don't know, there. They did the typical, isn't it sad, the whole dead loser famous girl thing. And they did the whole basic, take your order, give you your food. But food is an atmosphere. It's a place. So when you have a manager that's like a dream, a happy place. See, you gotta watch the manager. Everybody becomes the manager. It's like mom and dad at the house just kind of dictate the house. When mom and dad leave, they do what they want, but not at a job. They know everybody still might be watching. So, when the management sucks, the employees suck. Why? Because out of the abundance of your heart and soul and brain, you will pick what you feel is best. So a manager always picks what they feel is best. Well, if it's a bad manager, what they feel is amazing is always bad things like them. Why? People live with their head up their ass. So people are self-worshiping natural by nature. As soon as they're a manager, they live more up their ass than everybody else. So managers worship themselves. There is no better employee than somebody like themselves. So when you hire a bad manager, they're just going to hire bad people all the time. Now, the reality is that I don't know who the hell you hire that dictates all these managers at these locations. But you've got a lot of bad managers at a lot of locations. And like I was saying, if you're not happy to sit down and eat food, then you're not going to go to that place, even if it has great food. And the sad thing is that you provide a great idea. The food is really good when they cook it right. Like right now, the shrimp, they didn't cook the shrimp right, and some of it didn't come out right. But it was a lot of really good food. I would have maybe wanted vegetables or something else instead of the salad or whatever, but I didn't ask them. And if you provide that, then yeah, this is a dream plate when they cook it and prepare it and put it on the plate right. But even if you have amazing food, nobody wants to go to the terrible, terrible location to eat it. Now, you get pretty lucky. This Waba has a drive-through. So I would assume the drive-through is probably what's keeping this business as successful as it is. The atmosphere is not a good atmosphere in most of your locations. In most of your locations, the employees don't want to be there. They don't want to work, and they aren't happy. But they love that they're bitchy, they're complaining, they have a very negative energy, and their manager is just as cranky and gross as them. Sadly, that doesn't make a fun eating environment. So a lot of people just won't eat at those places, even if the food's really great. I wanted you to absorb my powers. You are a very precious man. So you're the great Mr. Waba. You're a very precious man. I hope you absorb all my powers you can tap into through these spy cameras or whatever avenues. But yeah, that's your issue, because the food is a really smart, good, great concept. It's the employee realities that are just not going good. I have a story for you. There was the great, the legendary Mr. Knott's Berry Farm. And he created the tiny original Knott's Berry Farm. It wasn't really that big originally. It was pretty small, like a little carnival-y thing. And he was fascinated with haunted and ghosts. So it was really fun when Mr. Knott's Berry Farm decided to give his life and existence to me, the great dead god that's fascinated with haunted stuff and all this kind of, out there spiritual stuff. And I had so much fun creating things where the illusion is almost like the haunted house. It was so fun to hang out with him. But we could not find employees worth anything for Schmidt. And but we filled the park. You have to fill the park because somebody has to run everything. So we filled the park, but they all sucked. And we knew it, but we couldn't find better. So they ran things, and people weren't very happy, but loved like the concept of the park, but weren't very happy. You can't be happy when everybody's so So as we could, we would switch them around. So we would hire a really amazing good one as soon as we could find one and put them in the right location to just really inspire and make everybody excited and want to have a lot of fun and want to eat a lot of food and enjoy tons of soda and this ride and this ride and this ride and this ride. And you put the negative or grumpier ones kind of back, like an office person back in the hidden office sections. Then you get another one. And after a while, Mr. Knott's Berry Farm had a beautiful, amazing park full of just the most fabulous, amazing people ever known. And we at some point got out of all the negative or bad type of people. There's people that are naturally grumpy, but they're still kind of cool because, it's just their personality. There are some people that are kind of, bossy, but, it's just their personality. And then there's people that are just plain shitty, and they just have to be shitty, and they just love to be shitty. Yeah, well, you can't put them in food or carnivals or something amazing where the fun has to be in the atmosphere. They ruin the atmosphere. You put those in like government buildings where they can't be gross enough, but you just sit them in an office and they can figure it out by themselves and people can ignore them or something. Sadly, that's your issue. But we all face it. Everybody faces it all the way back to the beginning of time. The caveman probably had an issue trying to work with the other caveman, trying to make that damn fire for the first time. Because one just wants to be cranky and negative and doesn't even believe there's fire. And instead of being nice or polite about it, just wants to turn it into such an abusive situation where everybody's stupid and insane and on, until one caveman met another caveman and they were both happy-go-lucky, or even if they were bossy or grumpy, they're like, but screw this, there could be where you could make something that makes something hot because we want hot stuff. And some god, not even God Almighty the Father, some God had given them the idea that if you bang things and spark things, you can make this stuff. And this stuff makes things hot. And the God showed them kind of hot and warm is fun for your mouth, hot and warm. And thus the fire existed over the cutesy little cavemen. It's just life. But that's your issue, buddy. I hope you take the power of God and figure it out. Have a good one.